What's good? Postman, liveoffbeats.com. Quick special delivery for you. Simple question I always get. I always get a lot of questions. I guess when you do liveoffbeats.com for 10 years, you get like thousands of questions every week. But a popular question is, should you get your beats mixed? Or should you just get the actual beat mixed, professionally before you try to sell it on the internet and before you, maybe go to the industry with it and things like that? I'll put it like this. The answer is yes and no. So I'll start with the no. No, you shouldn't get your beats mixed if you're just starting out trying to sell your beats, or you're just starting out putting your beats on the internet and stuff like that, and you don't have the income yet from the music. I would say don't make your overhead more than it needs to be, because let's say you got 50 beats and you get a mix from a guy who's pretty solid, maybe it costs you 20, 30 bucks to get the beat mixed. I mean, already your overhead is into $1,000, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather spend that money on marketing and advertising than on getting your beats mixed, right? So at first, initially, I would say no, get your stuff rolling. I mean, listen, when we were selling beats, you know what I'm saying? I started, I never had a beat mixed. I mixed them myself, like, don't get me wrong. You still want to have your levels right. You just want to keep comparing to what's, professionally out there and try to get your levels right. Don't do too much to it. Make sure you got a little reverb on your sounds, but I don't try to be, I'm not trying to be 40, Drake's engineer on my stuff. I'm not that good. I'm not an engineer, but I know how to just get in there and, a couple low pass filters, high pass filters, you know what I mean? Get the muddiness out of some things and just keep it pushing. Panning is important too, making sure the sounds don't just all stack on top of each other. But other than that, just starting out, no. Now the yes is, once you get to a certain level, you want to be known for a certain quality of product. So me and my business partner, we talk about this, with our music production ventures we're getting everything mixed. And we spending the money, and getting every beat mixed, even without the vocals, you know what I'm saying? Because technically you can't really mix a beat without the vocals. It's not, you mix songs, not beats, technically, so I understand that part of it. But we want to put the best product. We consider our beats our products. How we look at things. The beats is our products, and we want to put the best product out there possible. And in order to do that, you want to invest a little bit of dollars in getting the beats mixed professionally by a nice, solid mixing professional engineer who knows what he's doing, who could really get the sound and bring it to life. Because a great engineer can take your beat and it sounds good. Not gonna take a trash ass beat and make it good. So don't get that confused. Not gonna take a whack ass beat, but he can take a good beat, like a really good beat that's already good, and make that joint shine. And that's what they do. You're like, damn, this is really, really knocking, because the mixing can kill a beat. Now you can have a beat that's pretty good and the mixing is all messed up and distorted and all that, where the beat is trash. You know what I'm saying? The overall quality is trash. But so the mixing is important. But again, if you don't have the bread, don't worry about it. But if you already got the bread, you say I want to put the best product out there, you got some income, you got a brand already, then mixing it'll only enhance what you're doing. It'll enhance the product. So when the artist hears it on your page, like, damn, this is a really quality, because that's what you're talking about. We're talking about the quality of your brand. So because we feel that the quality of our brand is important, we're going to be mixing. Well, we already started mixing getting our stuff mixed. At first I wasn't, I was just putting it out there, and it was still good. Like I'm not, I've been doing this for a long time, so I know what good music sounds like. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that. So I know what good music sounds like. So if you don't know what good music sounds like, maybe getting it mixed is not a bad thing. Or maybe get one of your tracks mixed professionally and see what it does. You know what I'm saying? Just see the difference. Like, hey, the difference between when you got it mixed and the one that didn't. If it makes that big of a difference, maybe you should think about investing in it and getting your stuff mixed. You know what I mean? But if it doesn't make that big of a difference, your shit is trash before the mix and after the mix is still trash, then I wouldn't even waste my time, my money. But the answer to that question is yes and no, depending on what stage you're at in your music production career and your business. Higher stages, you might want to invest in getting it mixed. And we do. Lower stages, I probably won't make that big of a difference. Or, you're just selling your beats, you ain't making no income yet. Put that money towards your marketing instead of putting it towards getting a beat mixed. You know what I mean? But make sure your mixing is solid, though. I'm not saying you can come out here with some, shit all distorted and all over the place and your shit gonna sell. It shouldn't be that hard to, you got the right monitors, you got some solid, you probably got KRKs, it's like the most popular one for home studios. You got some KRKs and mix your stuff right, get your stuff, make sure your stuff is levels is right, you know what I'm saying? Another thing that you can do is rent. Sometimes me and my partner do this, we go and we just rent major studios that make beats just to make beats. People think we're crazy. We rent out a studio for 3 days, and we'll go in and just make beats. Because at the same time, it's a different, when you in a $1 million studio and you get that sound, you can really hear everything and feel everything. And sometimes hearing it in there when you make your music, it gives you a different level of understanding of how your beats can sound and what they should sound like, you know, as opposed to sometimes always making them in your room or whatever. So it's just a little thing that we do, man. You'll probably make your best music, you know, switching up your environment. We'll do another story, another special delivery about environment. This one's just about mixing. So yeah, get it mixed if you're at a higher level and you're getting clientele. You know, you want to make sure your stuff is the highest quality presented possible. If you're just now getting started, don't spend your money on it yet. You got other things you're gonna need to buy, especially probably you put that money towards sound and equipment, you know, unless you're hacking all your shit, you know, I'm not gonna knock that, but, you know, I buy all my stuff now, but at one point, you know, when I started, you know, I was downloading shit illegally, so I'm not gonna sit there and just front like I was buying, but if you got the money, buy it, you know. I always suggest doing that. Oh, and if you want to buy catalog, something from Postman, you know, support this channel, go down there. The course that I'm gonna recommend on this video is Catalog to Cash, because I want you to understand, you know, the business side of the music production business. In that course, we talk about publishing. We're going to explain royalties, the 3 different types of royalties. You know, just everything, man. We just really go into it all to help you understand the value that you have, your beats. We go into copyrights, master recordings, understanding all these things that they don't teach you about. So they usually jerk you because you don't know shit about them, so you don't know what they mean. And most of the time, you're so hungry for some money that they write you a check for today and they taking all the money for the future. You don't even know that because you don't understand these terminologies and how they work. So just a tidbit, quick tip. Whenever I think about deals or whatever, the first thing I think about is, what does this mean in 10 years? Where's my money come from in this deal in 10 years? And that's that's the first thing. That's a little nugget I give you about business a lot of people don't think about. I use 10 years. If I sign this today, where will my money come from in 10 years with this deal? And if it's no answer to that, then you might be signing some fucked up shit, because it's like they give you some upfront money today and you have no back end, the money's going all to them. So in 10 years you ain't getting shit. All you get is this one check right now. So you have to be very, you know, I ain't gonna go into all that type of game, you know, right now. But at the end of the day, get the catalog to cash, because your catalog is valuable. That's what the value of music producer is, in that catalog. It ain't just skills. It ain't because you look good. You know, I'm a good looking guy and all that. But that ain't what my value is. My wealth is in that catalog that I got, because that's what can generate all the income. That's what they need. That's what artists need. That's what TV need. That's what the industry need. They need that catalog. So that's where the value. I'm not confused. That's where a music producer's wealth is in that catalog. And you gotta learn how to take that catalog, your catalog. And if you don't know what a catalog is, it just means your collection of beats. That's called a catalog. Your beat catalog, or a collection of beats, or if you got beats on your hard drive or whatever, that's your catalog. Some people, you can make money with the catalog online, sell them online. You can make it on TV film, which is what I do too. I do it online. You can also make it from major placements in majorly distributed records and albums, which i.e. you would call major placements and working with major labels. There's a lot of different ways. There's video games. There's so many different ways that you can as locally independent scene that you can generate cash with your catalog, if you understand that's where value is at. So you check out that course, Catalog to Cash. You want to take the BTN catalog and turn it into cash in your bank account. That's what I'm talking about, and that's actually pretty dope if you think about it. You know. So anyways, get that down there, man. I can put the link down there, Catalog to Cash. Get this money, man. All right, man. Love you. Peace. I'm gone.